Had a conviction for 30 years.
That doesn't exactly make you the Archbishop of Canterbury now, does it?
Oh, Terry, you always were a one to chuck in the towel. I don't know why I worked myself to the bone to get you through university.
Because you needed a solicitor in the family, that's why.
Now, you listen to me, my boy. What I did for you. Same as it's been for all my babies. I didn't put Charlie through medical school just to save on doctor's bills. Oh, and by the way, did Jenny pass her exam?
Yes, as a matter of fact, she's thinking of accepting a position at Kensington General. She'll be matron before we know it.
And that was through pure hard work and determination. And don't you forget it. No use sitting on your bottom and getting fat just because you've got a degree. You've got to be the best there is.
Yes, I know it, you mean.
You're a pretty poor show. You can't fix my bail.
It's out of my control.
Oh, it's all right, love. I know you tried.
You know I wouldn't hurt you for anything.
Now, how are all my young tearaways doing without me?
Well, you'd be proud as hell. The whole family got together yesterday morning and decided we'd run things as if you hadn't even been copped. Young Ruthie brought back the biggest haul she's ever made last night.
Oh, little Ruthie, eh? Oh, you tell him I'm proud of him and to keep up the good work. And keep an eye on him for me, will you? Whatever we do, we got to keep the family together.
You bet.
Now, when do I front the beak?
Well, there's a big backlog. Could be a couple of months before our case comes up.
Oh, well. Give me time to whip this place into shape, eh?
Diane? Diane? Oh, there you are. Diane, my mother.
I'm really pleased to meet you. I'm sorry to hear about your arm. Now, you make yourself really at home, won't you?
Oh, thank you, Diane. Oh, you got a nice place here.
Yes, it's comfortable.
I've never seen so many gadgets. I expect you got a kitchen full of them, too.
Oh, well, nothing so fancy, just a dishwashing machine and a microwave oven. Oh, I expect you have dishwashing machines at Wentworth.
About 40 at last count.
Well, it's a nice day to be out anyway.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it really is nice to have you here. I mean, it's somebody to talk to, other than the pot plant.
I suppose with all these gadgets to do your work for you, you would have trouble finding something to do with your time all day.
Well, it is quite a lot of work, you know, running a family home.
Oh, I know. I didn't have any of these newfangled thingamajigs, but I still managed to keep everything in order.
Well, I think I better go and organise some lunch.
Yes.
Well, Mother, would you like something to drink?
Oh, now you're talking. I'm as dry as the Nullarbor.
Well, that's easily fixed. Tea or coffee?
Oh, tea, thank you, love.
Right. Well, just sit back and relax while I get it.
Can I speak to you, Mr. Wallace?
Oh, sure. Would you like to sit down so as I don't get a crick in my neck?
Oh, yes, of course. I'd like to apologise to Jodie. Do you know where she is?
Upstairs in her room?
Is she all right?
Oh, I wouldn't worry too much about it. She gets a bit neurotic at times. She gets upset, but she bounces back pretty quick.
Yes, I hope so.
When I said I wouldn't get too upset about it, I didn't mean I approved of you smacking her around.
Oh, no, I realise that, Mr. Wallace. I'm not very proud of what I did either. I think I let my personal feelings influence me too much.
Oh? In what way?
Men can be very cruel. I think when I struck out at Jodie, I was really striking out at all those women who won't have the strength to stand up for themselves. You see, I found the strength to get out of a very similar situation to Jodie's. I thought I could teach these women to do the same.
Well, obviously your intentions were honourable. It's just your methods need a little bit of re-evaluation.
Well, since the methods I thought would work obviously won't, what do you suggest?
Well, I'm not saying Judy Bryant had all the answers, but she had her fair share of compassion, and I think that's as good a place to start as any.
I wonder if it isn't too late. If you were to tell the department about my slapping that girl,
Well, I won't. I don't think Jodie will either. You must understand that these girls have had a fairly rough trot. They have absolutely no trust in authority.
Well, I'll try to change, but I can't pretend it's going to be easy. And I will need some help. Now, are you prepared to work alongside me as an equal?
It'll be a pleasure. On one condition.
What's that?
You call me Wally.
I've got to admit, I envy Lizzie getting a day on the outside.
Well, I hope it works out for her so she gets more than one day on the outside.
Although I'll miss her if she gets parole.
Parole? I don't think I can stand this place without Lizzie.
The only reason she hasn't got out before is because she's had nowhere to go.
Oh, but Wentworth without Lizzie would be like a wedding without a cake.
Well, come on, Parker. We haven't got all day.
Jeez, Miss Ferguson, you gave me a fright.
You'll get more than that if you don't hurry up. Roberts. Wait at the security gate for Officer Barry. Your husband wants to see you.
It's only my lover.
What's your hurry, Stevens?
You got something better than lunch offering?
Just went to Hunt's cell to check the numbers book.
So?
So, Hunt's figures for the last take. It seems that my cut was only 25%. Big difference to the 60% we agreed on, don't you think?
Well, there must be some mistake.
Oh, there's been a mistake, all right, Stevens, and you made it. You honestly don't think you're going to get away with that, do you?
Look, I'm sure we can straighten it out.
Oh, we'll straighten it out, all right. From now on, I take all the money. I pay the expenses and you get a cut. Understood? Understood?
You seem a bit old to be a granny.
My.
I didn't know they made them young.
Oh, not real young, but a few of my mates had grandmas who are only around 50. Who've got blue hair and wear tracksuits.
Oh, God, I wonder what my mates would say if I made my hair go blue.
Mike, don't you think you should let your grandmother eat her lunch in peace?
Oh, he's all right, aren't you, love?
What sort of music do you like?
Oh, I like all sorts, but I think Mantovani's me favourite.
I haven't heard of him. He must be with a punk group. Do you know Men at Work?
Hey?
Oh, you must have heard of Human League.
Oh, yes, I know them all right. They send the powdered milk to India for the poor little starving babies.
More tea?
Oh, yes, thank you, love. What a pity Kevin's gone on that school camp thing. I was looking forward to meeting all my grandchildren at one go.
Yes, well, maybe next time.
Something matter with me hair, love?
Oh, no, it's just that I like playing around with different styles. I was figuring out one that'd suit you. Would you like me to try it?
Oh, yes, that'd be lovely.